Free kick here for West Brom. Isaac Price and Moa standing over the ball as Price goes for goal. Oh, it's a low save there, almost a miss save there by the Blackburn Rovers of goalkeeper Artooth. Good attempt on goal there by Isaac Price, but the Rovers goalkeeper just about managed to get his legs in the way, Jonathan.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone thought that Price was going to float that one into the box, but he went for goal, almost wrong-footed the goalkeeper Tooth. And it was one of those where he dived one way, but his legs managed to prevent a goal.
Long throw in here from Darnell Furlong. Launched into the penalty area towards the 6-yard box, almost forced to the feet of Heverton. It's knocked into the back of the net, and it's the man of the hour at the moment, Isaac Price, who slots it home and gets West Brom's first goal of the 2025-26 campaign in the Championship to make it West Brom 1, Blackburn Rovers 0. Isaac Price on the 15th minute gets West Brom's season underway, Jonathan.
Yeah, and that was all from Darnell Furlong's long throw, causing all sorts of chaos in the Blackburn defence. Isaac Price, quickest to react, and absolutely puts it into the bottom corner. 1-0 to the Baggies. Here's Hegebo on the attack, trying to get the ball through to Isaac Price. Now Hegebo! Oh, good save by Toff there. Aiming for the bottom right-hand corner, did Hegebo, trying to get his first goal of the campaign. But a good save by Toff as West Brom come back. Headed away by Blackburn. Darnell Furlong tried to kick the ball, but could only kick it out for a goal kick. This is very promising from an Albion perspective, and you got a fear for the Blackburn defence. Now out wide to Alibosu. Alibosu, under pressure from the West Brom defence, manages to get it into the centre. Hegem tries to get it, loses out. Good save by Josh Griffiths there, down low at the expense of a corner. But a really good save there from Josh Griffiths. Couldn't see much of it at the time, but he went down low. Really good. And now Blackburn have this corner. Probably the best chance that Blackburn's had so far.
Yeah, best chance of the game for Blackburn to try and get themselves a goal in it. Good save from Josh Griffiths at his near post. Blackburn now has possession in midfield. There's lost there by Tronstad though, and falls to the feet of Isaac Price. Price inside the penalty area. Price with a shot. Good save by Toff at his near post to palm the ball out of play for a corner kick to West Brom. But Jonathan, good shot there by Isaac Price to try and get his second of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Tough. Two good saves here in this match so far. Obviously conceded the one goal. Does not want to concede again. And Isaac Price right there again, trying to nestle it bottom corner. Good save there by Ballas Toff, the Blackburn keeper, as Blackburn with this corner into the centre. And Guehi just missed it. If he had made a connection of that, there was a really good chance for an equaliser. But fortunately for West Bromwich Albion, he completely missed it. Blackburn, little bit of hints of desperation here from Blackburn now. As
that's dangerous for Furlong because he's already been booked.
Yeah.
Red card
it's
for Darnell
a red
Furlong.
card.
Second yellow for West Brom's fullback, as Darnell Furlong has been told to exit the field by David Webb after the challenge on Ohashi, and it is a second yellow card, which makes a red card for Darnell Furlong.
And fans calling for the whistle. The game continues. Blackburn booting the ball forward, flicked on by Guehi. And now it's a free kick to West Bromwich Albion, and you've got to say, Connor, that has to be it now.
Yeah, it is very close to the full-time whistle. David Webb is blown it for a free kick for West Brom, and I imagine as soon as Griffiths takes this kick, the referee will blow for full-time. So you can hear from the fans here at the Hawthorns today, they are back in their team this season, back in their manager Ryan Mason, because they have collected 3 points on the day as the referee blows his whistle for full time. It's finished here. West Brom 1, Blackburn Rovers 0.
Good evening and welcome to Molyneux for a brand new season in the Premier League for Wolverhampton Wanderers as they take on Manchester City. Kicking off a new campaign, Vitor Pereira has selected a very interesting team, of course, without Matheus Cunha, who has left for Manchester United, and Ryan Aït-Nouri, of course, who has left for today's opponents in Manchester City. And now a minute's applause and then a show of appreciation for Diogo Jota and Andre Silva as well, who will be sadly missed by so many.
Minutes is ring past here, so the Wolves fans are showing their appreciation for Diogo Jota. A round of applause sweeps around Molyneux in memory of their former player. Wolf with possession for Wolves on the halfway line. Plays it forward, trying to find Manetzi, but Ruben Diaz is there to stop the ball advancing forward. And Trafford gets two hands to the ball before playing it on and get the ball going forward. Oscar Bob back to Rico Lewis and over to John Stones. Pep Guardiola on the edge of his technical area, as is Vitor Pereira, but arguably Vitor Pereira will be happier with his performance of his team, but they've got some defensive work here to do as Bernardo Silva crosses it in. Erling Haaland from close range, from inside of the 6-yard box, heads the ball over the crossbar and into the Sir Jack Hayward stand, out of play for a goal kick. Best opportunity of the day, Ed, there for Manchester City.
Yeah, it was very, very well done. Fed it through to Bernardo Silva, he whipped the ball in, but Haaland just couldn't get over it in the end. Gonzalez now advancing up the pitch. Gonzalez chips it over. And there you go.
It was a good cross into the penalty area by Rico Lewis, and Erling Haaland was there at the back post to meet the ball and just kicked the ball into the back of the net from close range.
And that is a goal for Erling Haaland to kick off a campaign again once more in the Premier League for Manchester City.
And now they've broke. Rico Lewis plays it through. Gonzalez takes a shot and he's scored. Can you believe it? It's Reinders who scored. My apologies. Way too easy for Man City.
Great dissection of play from Manchester City through the midfield. Have really torn apart this Wolves team in the last 10 minutes or so. Good play by Oscar Bob to bring the ball towards the edge of the penalty area, then found that pass through towards Reinders, and Reinders opens his account for Manchester City. Gianni Reinders with a great finish into the bottom corner to make it Wolves 0, Manchester City 2. Low delivery into the penalty area, trying to find Strand Larsen. Just goes wide of the post. Jurgen Strand Larsen from inside of the penalty area, almost getting a goal back for Wolves in this game. Good cross into the box as well by Kiana, whoever, but just couldn't quite get the finishing touch right. Free kick here from Bellegarde. Low delivery into the box. Strand Larsen with the shot, punched over the crossbar by James Trafford. Good save by the City goalkeeper, although the ball was coming straight at him. Jurgen Strand Larsen with the attempt just outside of the 6-yard box, but Trafford was there to meet it.
Again, lacking the venom that's needed to beat a keeper of Trafford's quality there. Just didn't have the conviction needed to put in the back of the net. But you know, forced a save from Trafford, so it's a bit more positive, isn't it?
Reinders pushing forward for City, plays it across to the right touchline to Oscar Bob, back inside towards Reinders. Reinders plays it back to Erling Haaland on the edge of the area, who slots it home into the back of the net. And Erling Haaland gets his second of the day, celebrates in front of the travelling City fans. But it's going to be a disaster of the start to the season for Wolves as they find themselves 3-0 down here after an hour played in this game. Erling Haaland with his second goal of the day and opening up his account in the Premier League for another season of what is going to be probably a high-scoring campaign for the Norwegian.
Actually bounced into the box, played across the box by Reinders and all the way out here to Mamouche on the ball. Plays it back to Aït-Nouri. Aït-Nouri to Gonzalez. He's found the ball, and there it is. It's in the back of the net once again. Cherki playing up top and opening his account for the season. That makes it 4-0, and Man City really have put the Wolves to the sword here in the end. Cherki with a great goal there. I mean, they were actually trying to decide which one of them was going to take the shot on. When it left Cherki's boot, you knew it was going to hit the back of the net. What do you think, Connor?
Yeah, game, set and match now in favour of Manchester City. As you said, Ryan Cherki opening his account as a City player, getting City's 4th of the day and helping them travel up the M6 later on this evening with 3 points in the bag in the Premier League and getting their campaign off to a winning start.
He's managed to find Luke O'Reilly, but actually Wolves defender Totti has taken the ball away from him. Now Wolves looking to play the ball forward. As I say, we're into the 19th minute of the game, and there goes the whistle. And the game has ended. Wolves 0, Man City 4.
Yeah.
Pretty disappointing result for the Wolves.
A disappointing result indeed. Plenty to build on to make sure that they can play better when it comes to opponents that are closer to them in the Premier League table. But today Manchester City showed their quality, and in both halves of football as well, they were able to find the back of the net twice. Erling Haaland got things opened up on the 35th minute, followed by Reinders opened up his account 3 minutes later, and then Erling Haaland got his second of the day before Cherki opened up his account about 20 minutes later to ultimately give Manchester City all 3 points to kick off another season in the Premier League, in which they'll be one of the favourites to go after the big title itself. It's finished here at Molineux. Wolves 0, Manchester City 4.
Cleared away from the Portsmouth goal by the defence. Campbell's got to play it back here to his own goalkeeper. It's a very lucky pass there from the West Brom defender as Bianchini was closing down on Griffiths, and West Brom were able to clear, but Portsmouth gets possession back, and now is an opportunity here for them to break away as Segajic finds it towards Bianchini. It's a good save by Griffiths coming out of his own goal to stop the Portsmouth winger from having a clear attempt on goal. Good save by the West Brom goalkeeper, but slipping of judgment from this West Brom defence in the last couple of minutes, Jonathan.
Yeah, need to regain the concentration in defence. Nat Phillips started with the poor pass, and then Portsmouth with Segatic nearly made it 1-0 to the away side, but for the good reflex save of Josh Griffiths. Malumbi now forward to Tom Fellows. Now back to Alex Moat, it looks like. Alex Moat, where the shot, it's a goal! From outside the box! West Bromwich Albion, 1-0 to the good against Portsmouth. Just trying to find out who the goal scorer is. It is Jason Malumbi with the goal to send the Hawthorns into raptures.
I think it was Mikey Johnston that got the goal.
Mikey Johnston, yeah. My apologies. Mikey Johnston from outside the box. But regardless of who scored it, the fact of the matter is, it's West Brom 1, Portsmouth 0.
Great finish from Mikey Johnston. As we were saying in the past 5-10 minutes or so, it had all been Portsmouth with the possession, but a stroke of genius and a stroke of magic from West Brom's number 11, finds it, sweet spot on the edge of the area, and smashes it home to make it West Brom 1, Portsmouth 0. West Brom pushing, West Brom trying to find a way forward, trying to break down the Portsmouth defence, and crucially trying to get a second goal in this game to put themselves in a much more comfortable position. The ball now with Furlong on the right side, inside towards Mo, he's been encouraged to shoot, just take the shot on, hits the post with the shot, falls back into the feet of Mo on the edge of the area, but it's a good challenge there in the end by Swift to win the ball back for Portsmouth, who looked to go on the counter-attack here with the long ball forward, trying to find Bishop, but it's instead headed back to Josh Griffiths by one of the West Brom defenders, and West Brom
almost found a way to get a second goal in that game, Jonathan, and then they had to be alert to make sure that Portsmouth didn't get them on the counter-attack.
Yeah, absolutely. Schmidt was beaten, but the post comes to Portsmouth's rescue. Could have probably, again, should have been 2-0 to West Brom. Good chance there by Moat.
Both teams have done well when it comes to progressional play, with possession, building up well from the back, but at the same time, if both teams are doing well in that sense, you can say that the defence is not picking up the part of the game, their part of the deal, and helping out the midfield battle and making sure that they can progress forward as the header goes into the penalty area, and it's a great header as well. Josh Murphy's cross into the 6-yard box and headed home for the equaliser in this game by number 9 for Portsmouth, Colby Bishop. A great header from inside the 6-yard box, Jonathan.
Yeah, great header, but where was West Bromwich Albion's defence? Colby Bishop, the Portsmouth captain, gets his team back level. 55 minutes played. West Brom 1, Portsmouth 1.
To Phillips, and then to Campbell. Campbell trying to encourage Styles to push forward, but instead he goes a bit further forward himself before playing it on to Styles. Styles now inside of Portsmouth's half, challenged and successfully challenged as well by Dozer for the ball, but West Brom get it back, and now the ball's inside towards Malumbi. Malumbi thinks about shooting, plays a short pass instead towards Hegebo. Hegebo inside the box, goes down, the referee takes a long look at the situation. He says no, he tells him to get up. Nothing given by the referee, despite the fact that Hegebo went down inside of the penalty area. No penalty awarded to West Brom, Jonathan.
Yeah, that was probably harsh on Hegebo. He was through on goal there. Boos around the Hawthorns. And you got to say, it's one of those where if this was the Premier League and VAR would have had a look at that, might have got overturned.
So past the halfway point in the second half as well. So this is a good time to hand over. We'll see what can happen on this attack here. So Hegebo's held back again by Paul. Is Hegebo now with the ball on the edge of the area, thinks about shooting, does take the shot on. It's blocked in the process there by Paul, despite the protests from all the Albion fans here at the Hawthorns today, and several Albion players are next to the referee as well in discussion with the fact that Paul was holding on to Hegebo and the fact that he was on a yellow card as well.
Yeah.
A lot of Albion fans are unhappy with that decision from Elliot Bell.
And you could try and play the goal scoring opportunity factor into that, the last man as well, which would be a straight red card.
And I think Malumbi got a yellow card as well for his protest too, and the referee's on his way back over to the bench, and someone else is going to get a yellow card here, maybe Ryan Mason. Red card.
Red for Ryan Mason.
So things have gone from bad to worse for West Brom in this second half. Not only have they conceded an equaliser to Portsmouth, but Ryan Mason has been sent off for a disagreement with the official for the call that he made on the field of play.
It was Hegebo being pulled back, not the first time this game. And you could say denial of a goal scoring opportunity because he was last man, Regan Paul, already on a yellow. So yeah, the referee not making friends at the Hawthorns today. Donnell Furlong launches it into the box, out for a West Bromwich Albion corner.
Last chance opportunity.
This is absolutely the last chance. We've gone over the 6 minutes now. Alex Moat with the ball on the corner flag. Alex Moat, this needs to be a good cross. Someone needs to connect with this. Goes in, and it's over.
And boos ring around the Hawthorns after West Brom arguably were the better team in the first half, but Portsmouth have put on a fine display in the second half to rescue a point from this one, to send their fans in the Smethwick End into jubilation and back down to the South Coast with another point to their name in the Championship this season. West Brom keep their undefeated streak in the Championship this season alive for now, but the winning streak is over for them as they've dropped points today from a winning position after drawing by 1 goal apiece against Portsmouth. Good play by him as he plays it on to Mylolenko. Mylolenko chips it forward towards Grealish. Grealish heads across the box towards Beto, who heads and it's 1-0 for Everton thanks to Beto heading it in from close range from a Jack Grealish cross. And inside of 7 minutes here at Molineux, Wolves are down once more in the Premier League. Wolves 0, Everton 1. Beto from close range, a great header by the Everton forward. Agbagdu with possession for Wolves, on to Andre. And then on to Santiago Bueno, down that right touchline towards Tachua. Nice ball forward, trying to unleash Manetzi. Manetzi first time cross into penalty area, trying to make Hwang! Slots it home! Hwang into the top corner, gets the crucial equaliser for Wolves. A great passage of play from Wolves down the right channel. Great low delivery cross into the penalty area by Manetzi, and then Hwang knocks it into the top corner. Wolves 1, Everton 1. Hwang opens up his account and gets Wolves' first goal in the Premier League this season.
Beto, Dewsbury Hall, Grealish, tighten that to Grealish, puts it across, Dewsbury on his left foot, puts it across, is it? Oh, it's a goal by him in Nadai. Nadai 2-1 Everton. Connor, what a great move that was.
You can't give Grealish so much space on the left channel because otherwise he is going to create something out of nothing, and that's exactly what he did in that situation there. It looked as though he was scrabbling for possession on the edge of the area, but he just managed to get the ball out of his feet with the ball going into the penalty area. Dewsbury Hall, first time cross, low delivery. Beto tried to finish it initially, but the ball went past him, and then Ndai at the back post had a simple job of trying to take it into the back of the net because Jose Sá was at his near post and he was scrambling to get over to the right, to his left, and he couldn't get over there quickly enough, and Ndai has restored Everton's lead in this game. Wolves have possession in their own defence. Totti plays it across the defensive line to Agbagdu. Agbagdu thinks about pushing forward down the right, does so towards Tachua, but he miscontrols the ball and goes back into the feet of Ghana Gay, and now on towards Grealish. Grealish approaching the edge of the Wolves penalty area. Nice ball forward towards Dewsbury Hall. Oh, what a finish by Dewsbury Hall, who slots it into the top corner of Jose Sá's net and extends Everton's lead to a 2-goal margin here at Molineux, as it's now Wolves 1, Everton 3. Kiernan Dewsbury Hall with a great finish into the top corner of the Wolves' net and gets his first goal in Everton colours, Polly.
Well, that was a Jeff Hurst, if you remember, that was a Jeff Hurst goal, that was. What a great move again. Jack Grealish, patient play, just touches it forward, straight away, Dewsbury Hall, bang, 3-1. Again, is that a free kick? No, it's not. Wolves still in possession, clears it straight in, that's a good cross. Is it goal? It is, yes! It's a goal! Goal to Wolves! Rodrigo Gomez sneaked in there again. Everton sleep in the back there. Connor.
Low delivery again into the penalty area. The awkward bounce inside the box, and Everton just simply weren't quick enough to clear it. Rodrigo Gomez took advantage, slipped his way into the penalty area behind the back of Milokovic, and took advantage of the lack of marking from the Everton defence. Smashed it past Pickford at close range, and now we've got ourselves an exciting 10 minutes.
We have 3-2 with 79 minutes on the clock. Will there be another Wolves, resurgence here? Totti cuts in, leaves it. Joe Gomez. Bellingham, has he? Has he got it? Great save by Pickford. Gomez again. Oh, again. Chance after chance there for Wolves, Connor.
Great save from Pickford from Jean-Ric Bellegarde's chance. Good low save by the Everton goalkeeper, and just Rodrigo Gomez on the follow-up just couldn't quite get the shot on target, but these are the kind of positions that Wolves should have been getting into earlier on in this game, because this Everton defence is for the taking.
It is.
Great shot from Jean-Ric Bellegarde from outside the area, forcing Pickford to make the save, but Rodrigo Gomez just couldn't get the follow-up shot on target.
Here's the final whistle. That's it. Everton have won the game 3-2, Connor.
Shake of the hands between David Moyes and Vitor Pereira. Both teams have played well today, but it will be David Moyes that's the happier of the two managers, as his team has taken advantage of most of the opportunities that have come their way in the forward positions, and it opened up inside of the first 10 minutes with Beto heading home an opening goal to put the visitors into the lead. Hwang got the equaliser on the 21st minute with a nicely drilled shot into the back of the net from a good delivery into the penalty area. However, it only took about 10 minutes later for Ndiaye to restore Everton's lead, and Everton really pushed on into the second half, with Dewsbury Hall having a brilliant finish from close range into the top left corner. We thought, Paddy, that Gomez would put Wolves back into this game as we enter the final 10 minutes, but Wolves struggled to capitalise after that.
They did, and again, you talked about the kick and hope, what they were doing all the time, just trying to seize a little bit of a moment that Everton's defence would give way, but it just, again, we talk about the cutting edge, but the substitutions made a lot of difference. But Everton again, with Grealish, and then he came off, then Alcaraz came on, but they'd already done the damage. The damage had been done by then, hadn't it?
It had been done, and whether or not further damage is to come with the potential departure of Jurgen Strand Larsen, we'll soon find out in the next couple of days. But here at Molineux today, Wolves have been able to get the first 2 goals of the Premier League campaign, but they're still struggling to find their first points, and they still remain inside the relegation zone as we enter the first international break of the season. It's finished full time here at Molineux. Wolves 2, Everton 3.